Hi there, how are you? You want to munch on healthy corn chips? Then forget the costly store-bought packets. You'll be able to make them from scratch all by yourself. Don't believe me? Watch till the end. Are you a new visitor? Then do subscribe and click the bell icon. Let's start with the ingredients. I have here 2 cups of cornmeal or makki ka atta. I'll add in a cup of maida or all-purpose flour. So the ratio is 2:1. Salt for seasoning. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm using a pinch of caraway seeds or ajwain that I will crush with my hand and add it in. Just give it a quick mix so that all the dry ingredients are well combined before we start kneading the dough. For kneading the dough, I'll be using hot water. I'll add in a tablespoon of vegetable oil and mix it in. Pour in the hot water, little at a time. That's beginning to clump together. Time to get in my fingers. I'll knead it till it becomes nice and smooth. That is how it looks. I used up about a cup of hot water. Cover it and let it rest for about 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes are over, make small balls from the dough, like so. To be rolled out into thin circles. Some dry flour to help with the rolling. To roll out, use some flour. And before you start rolling out, just make sure to thin down the edges with your fingers. They tend to crack. So thinning it down will minimize that effect. And then start rolling. Try the recipe. If you like it, leave your feedback in the comment section and share it with your friends. Get it as thin as you can. Use a fork to press in some marks all over it. This will prevent the discs from puffing up, and that will now go onto a hot griddle. Once the griddle has heated up, turn down the heat to medium, and we'll just briefly cook this on both sides. That's about it. Just take it out and keep it on a plate. The next one. That's done. Ready for the griddle. That's ready. Just get on with the rest. I got about 16 flatbreads from the dough. Time to cut them into smaller pieces. You could do strips or cut them into wedges. So I'll take a stack of 3 and just use a knife or a pizza cutter to cut it into half. Fourths and eighths. Heat some oil for deep frying. I'll just check to see if the oil is hot enough. Yes, it is. Deep fry. A few at a time. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan till they are nice golden and crispy. Keep the heat at medium. Keep regulating the heat so that the oil doesn't cool down too much. They look done almost and they feel crispy to the touch as well. So I'll just get them out. Make sure to drain the oil. Fry the rest. Once the chips have cooled down completely, you could store them in an airtight box. That's how crispy they have turned out. To serve the chips, arrange them on a platter and grate some cheese on top. That was processed cheese. And now for some mozzarella. And just microwave it till the cheese melts. Just sprinkle some chili flakes and roasted cumin powder on top. And that's ready to serve. Enjoy the corn chips with cheese. You could also have them with a dip or a chutney. Sometimes I just like them plain.